What's up, Kit Kats? I'm Kat, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I want to talk about two Dragon Prince predictions that have been on my mind as of late. These predictions aren't necessarily things that I think will happen in season 5, but just kind of predictions that I think might happen at some point in the series. Without further ado, let's get right on into talking about these predictions. So the first prediction that I want to talk about is about the Jailer. For those of you who don't know who the Jailer is, she is a character that showed up in the end credits during season 4. The creator said that she is the Jailer, she is a human mage, and she helped in the trapping of Erebos. And you can also see her whenever Zubeia is telling the story of how Erebos was trapped. You can see her in that image where she's telling the story. So my prediction is that I think the Jailer is going to end up being an ancestor of Callum. I think most people know that the Orphan Queen is an ancestor of King Harrow and of course Ezran. Whenever they go meet Rex Igneous, he says that Ezran looked like her. So my idea is that maybe the Jailer was like a high mage to the Orphan Queen. And they said that she was a human mage. They never said that she was a dark mage. So I'm thinking that either, perhaps she was a mage that had also managed to connect with an arcanum, or maybe she was just a mage that used a primal stone. But she is a mage, and I think that she was maybe the Orphan Queen's high mage, and maybe she was Callum's ancestor. I think that would be that's kind of my prediction. I know it doesn't have a whole lot of meat to it because we don't know a whole lot about her. But I think it would be really interesting if she ended up having a connection to Callum the same way Ezran has a connection to the Orphan Queen, and maybe the Jailer and the Orphan Queen have a connection to each other, which would mirror Ezran and Callum's connection. Hopefully I can, maybe talk about this more whenever we know more info on the Jailer. But I just think it would be really interesting if she ended up being an ancestor of Callum's. So that's the first one that I wanted to talk about. The second one is basically the prediction that Callum is going to run off on his own. Basically what I think is going to happen to make him run off on his own. I think that at the end of season 5 that Erebos will be let out of his jail and he will possess Callum, and Callum's gonna end up basically fighting against his friends because Erebos will be controlling him, and his friends manage to make him snap out of it, but not before he's gotten a few hits. And him feeling the guilt that he had hurt them, but also just worry that he's basically like a ticking time bomb and he could turn against them again. He ends up leaving the group to go off on his own to try to, just figure things out. Maybe grow stronger, maybe try to connect to another arcanum, try to figure out a way that he can stop Erebos from possessing him. And of course, I do think that Rayla will go after him. So I think for season 6, we would start off with, maybe a little bit of Callum on his own and then Rayla coming after him, and then they will be together in a group, and then you'll also have the group separated with Soren and Ezran. So it'll kind of split the group up, but then of course they will come back together. But yeah, I definitely think that Callum will run off on his own. It just seems like something that he would do because he doesn't want to hurt anybody. And he's already asked Rayla to kill him. And we all know she's not going to do that. I don't think any of them would do that. They are gonna try to like make him snap out of it before anything else. They're gonna try to like talk sense into him. So I do think that he's gonna go off on his own, and maybe we'll see him like go back to the Moon Nexus. Maybe he will connect to the Moon Arcanum. I don't know. I do think that he will connect to another Arcanum at some point. I don't know necessarily if I think that they're gonna pull an Avatar and have him basically connect to all of the Arcanums, though I mean I kind of could see that happening. Alright, so yeah, I think that the jailer is going to be Callum's ancestor, and I think that Callum is going to run away. Those are two of my Dragon Prince predictions. I hope that you enjoyed them. Comment down below and tell me your predictions for future Dragon Prince seasons. If you're not subscribed but you would like to be, you can hit that subscribe button, and of course ring the bell to be notified every single time I make a video. You can give this a like if you liked it, please, it helps me out. And until next time, I will catch you later. Bye meow!